1번. 대화를 듣고 여자의 마지막 말에 대한 남자의 응답으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Excuse me, would you give me a hand?
Sure. What can I do for you?
Could you please help me to move this sofa?
(2번) 대화를 듣고 남자의 마지막 말에 대한 여자의 응답으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
I was thinking about joining the art club, but I don't know what to do.
Why don't you go ask Mr. Johnson about it? He's the art teacher here, and he'll give you good advice.
Good idea. Can you tell me where to find him?
(3번) 대화를 듣고 여자의 마지막 말에 대한 남자의 응답으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
I have a job interview today. How do I look?
You really look like a professional.
I feel so nervous.
(4번) 대화를 듣고 그림에서 레드 코우치 인의 위치를 고르시오.
Excuse me, I don't know this area very well. I'm looking for Red Coach Inn. Do you know where it is?
Oh, sure. If you go straight down this street, you'll see a park on the left at the intersection. Make a left turn at the intersection and go down 1 block.
Hold on. Could you repeat that again? I want to write it down.
Okay. Go down this street until you reach the park and make a left turn at the intersection.
All right.
Then go down 1 block and make a right turn at the next intersection.
Make a right turn at the next intersection? Okay.
Then you'll see some buildings on both sides of the street. Red Coach Inn is the second building on your right.
The second building?
Yes, it's a 3-story building. You can't miss it.
(5번) 다음을 듣고 남자가 하는 말의 목적으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
As you already know, March 6th is Election Day, so it will be a half day for South Hadley High School. Voting will be taking place in the school on that day. No drop-offs or pickups will be allowed in the main parking lot. Instead, parents will be directed by police and school officials to drop off students in the student parking lot on Newton Street. Student drivers will be directed to park in the upper parking lot. The same procedure will be followed for pickups on that day at 11 a.m. We ask that you please follow the directions of school officials on that day to ensure a safe and smooth drop-off or pickup process. Thank you for listening.
(6번) 대화를 듣고 여자의 의견으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Do you have any special plan for this weekend?
Well, my wife is on a business trip, so I'm going to watch a movie with my son.
What movie are you going to see?
House of the Dead. It's a new horror movie that just came out.
Whoa, that's a really scary movie. How old is your son?
He's turning 8 next month. Why?
Well, that may not be a good idea. When small kids watch horror movies like that, they get really scared, and they can't sleep well for a while.
Really? I had no idea.
To play it safe, it may be better to choose a movie for kids.
You're right. I didn't think about that.
(7번) 다음을 듣고 여자가 하는 말의 주제로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
As you know, alarm clocks today come in a variety of kinds and models. You can choose one which suits your needs. There are traditional alarm clocks with the analog face and the two bells on top that are hit repeatedly with a hammer to wake you up. Some alarm clocks have a radio and CD player, and some even have a little TV on the front of it. You can get one of these alarm clocks that has a laser timer so that you can shoot it across the room or onto the ceiling. Nowadays, many people use alarm clocks provided by their cell phones. You can set a reminder alarm or even a snooze alarm on your cell phone.
(8번) 대화를 듣고 두 사람이 하는 말의 주제로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Ralph, did you hear that Andy got into a car accident last weekend?
Yes, I did. Luckily, he's all right now.
I'm relieved to hear that. So, what happened exactly?
He dozed off while driving.
What? He dozed off while driving? That's the most dangerous thing anyone could ever do, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Well, I don't understand how he could do that.
Neither do I. If he felt sleepy, he should have stopped driving.
That's what I'm thinking.
You know, if you dozed off for even only 10 seconds, it could still cause a serious accident.
That's right. I read an article that says falling asleep at the wheel is more dangerous than driving drunk.
Oh, yeah. I read that article too.
(9번) 대화를 듣고 두 사람의 관계를 가장 잘 나타낸 것을 고르시오.
Oh, the view from here is quite good.
Right. That's one of the biggest advantages of this house.
I bet. Hey, when did you renovate the kitchen? Every facility in the kitchen looks new.
2 months ago.
If you don't mind, could I ask you why you want to sell the house?
My husband got a new job in Florida.
Oh, I see. So how much are you wanting to sell this house for?
About $200,000. But I can cut down the price if you find a buyer sooner.
Okay. There are some people who are interested in this area. I'll have to contact them first.
Well, if you sell this house within a month, I'll give you a 5% commission.
(10번) 대화를 듣고 그림에서 대화의 내용과 일치하지 않는 것을 고르시오.
Honey, what are you looking at?
Look, Stella drew this picture.
Wow! She is so imaginative. I like the flying car with wings on the left.
Yeah, there's also a train with wings flying next to the car.
I think she wants to have wings and fly in the sky.
I think so too. Look at the smiling sun on the right. Isn't it cute?
Yeah. Oh, she also drew a boy riding a flying bike underneath the sun.
Right. Hey, I wonder why she didn't draw a rainbow. She usually draws a rainbow in almost all of her drawings.
Maybe she will draw it later. There is an empty space above the sun.
You're right.
(11번) 대화를 듣고 여자가 남자를 위해 할 일로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Rachel, I heard that you're going to the Roy Williams jazz concert.
Right. I think it's going to be wonderful.
How did you get the ticket? I actually tried to get one, but I couldn't. All the tickets were instantly sold out.
Were they? Oh, I didn't know that you wanted to go.
He's my favorite jazz musician. You just don't know how much I would love to go to that concert.
Well, then I'll give you one of my free tickets.
Really? How?
Actually, my older sister is working at the concert hall. She gave me 2 free tickets, and I haven't decided who to go with.
Oh, please, Rachel. If you give the ticket to me, I'll treat you to a nice dinner anytime you want.
Okay, sounds like a fair trade.
(12번) 대화를 듣고 여자가 남자에게 부탁한 일로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Richard, how are you doing?
Fine. Listen, the reason I'm calling is I'm going to the football match on Saturday. I wondered if you wanted to come too.
I'd love to, but we're having lunch at my mom's on Saturday. So it depends on the time of the match.
Well, it starts at 5.
5 o'clock? I think I can make that. How are you getting there? Are you going to take the train?
No, I've decided I'm going to drive.
Then, would you mind picking me up from my mom's? My car is in the garage of my house.
No problem.
Give me a call just before you leave, and I'll be ready.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll talk to you then.
(13번) 대화를 듣고 숙면을 취하기 위해 할 일로 언급되지 않은 것을 고르시오.
Pedro, look at this article. Nowadays, a lot of people are finding it difficult to have a good night's sleep.
Yeah, right. Even some of my friends are suffering.
It says that if you do some exercise during the day, it will lead to a good night's sleep.
Right. I also heard that drinking a glass of milk or listening to classical music just before going to bed is an effective way of having a good night's sleep.
Really? Oh, I didn't know that.
What about food? Don't you think what we eat can affect our sleeping too?
I think it can. For me, if I eat too much meat at dinner, I tend not to sleep well that night.
Me too. I think eating balanced meals is quite an important factor in having a good night's sleep.
I agree with you.
(14번) 대화를 듣고 남자가 자전거 여행을 갈 수 없는 이유를 고르시오.
Wow, we're free. The final exams are finally over.
Right, but I still have one thing left to do. I have to write my geography report this evening.
Geography report? When is it due?
It's due tomorrow. From tomorrow, I'll be completely free.
Good. Then, why don't we go on a bike trip this Saturday? John and Alice are coming too.
This Saturday? Oh, that sounds like fun, but I can't. I'm sorry.
Why not? You don't have to work on Saturday, do you?
No, I don't, but I have to go to the local senior center that day. I'm supposed to do volunteer work there.
Oh, you are? I didn't know that you did such rewarding work. When did you start doing that?
This is the first time. You know my high school friend Sam, don't you?
Yes. Are you going with him?
Yes. He actually suggested that we do it together.
(15번) 대화를 듣고 여자가 지불할 금액을 고르시오.
Hi, I'd like to buy some vegetables.
Okay. All the vegetables here are very fresh. What do you need?
How much is this cabbage?
The small ones are $3 each, and the big ones are $5 each.
They're very expensive. I remember buying a big one for $3 last week.
I'm sorry, but the prices of all vegetables are soaring up this week.
Okay. Can I have 2 big cabbages?
Sure. Anything else?
Oh, these tomatoes look really good. How much are they?
They are $4 per kilogram. How many would you like?
I think 5 kilograms is enough. Thanks. That's all I need.
Okay. One moment, please.
(16번) 제7회 중국어 말하기 대회에 관한 다음 내용을 듣고 일치하지 않는 것을 고르시오.
Now I'm going to tell you about the 7th Chinese speech contest. It's going to be held on the first day of next month. The speech script should reflect your own writing ability and should not be corrected by anyone. The speech should be 3 to 4 minutes long. Traditionally, the theme has always been about the environment. However, unlike previous years, this year's theme is about friendship. The first place winner will receive a brand new laptop computer, and the second place winner will be given a digital camera. I hope many of you interested in Chinese will attend the contest and show off your Chinese skills. Thank you for listening.
(17번) 다음 표를 보면서 대화를 듣고 남자가 예약할 리조트 호텔을 고르시오.
What are you doing on the internet?
I'm looking for some resort hotels for our trip next weekend.
Oh, right. We should make a reservation as soon as possible.
Since we both enjoy hiking, I thought it would be best to find one close to the mountain.
You're right. We also need several rooms. There will be 9 of us in total.
I think 3 rooms will be enough.
No, we have 5 adults and 4 children, so we need 4 rooms.
Okay. And we want a place with a pool, right?
It's a must for the children, but make sure that we don't spend more than $400 a night.
I think I found what we're looking for. I'll make a reservation now.
(18번) 대화를 듣고 남자의 마지막 말에 대한 여자의 응답으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
You didn't forget about our trip to the amusement park with the kids tomorrow, did you?
Of course I didn't.
I'm planning to make some sandwiches. We'll just buy some soft drinks there.
Great idea. Would you like me to do grocery shopping later this evening?
That would help. Thanks. I hope we have good weather tomorrow.
Let's check the internet right now.
If it's going to rain, we could stay home.
Oh dear. It says that it'll rain all day tomorrow.
All day? The kids are going to be so disappointed.
Yeah, but a big storm is coming in.
(19번) 대화를 듣고 여자의 마지막 말에 대한 남자의 응답으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Amy, you went to Taste of Korea restaurant last weekend, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Are you thinking of going there too?
Yeah. Actually, this Friday is my roommate's birthday. So I'm thinking about buying dinner for him at that restaurant.
Does your roommate like Korean food?
Absolutely. He's a real fan of Korean food.
Take him there then. They serve really good food at a low price.
What about the atmosphere?
It's quite good, and the waiters are very friendly and nice to customers.
Sounds great.
I'm sure your roommate will like it.
(20번) 다음 상황 설명을 듣고 스티븐이 레베카에게 할 말로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Rebecca has a dental appointment this afternoon, but she is very busy with her work, so she totally forgets about the appointment. Suddenly, she remembers to go to the dentist. The appointment is at 3 o'clock, and it's 2:40 already. The dental clinic is located 3 blocks away from her office. It will take 15 minutes to get there by car. Unfortunately, Rebecca didn't bring her car today. She is in a hurry and goes out of the building and tries to get a taxi, but she can't find any. At that moment, her coworker Stephen passes by driving his car. He stops the car and asks her why she is standing there. Rebecca explains the situation, and Stephen wants to help her. In this situation, what would Stephen most likely say to Rebecca?
(21번부터 22번까지는 2번 들려줍니다. 21번과 22번 다음을 듣고 물음에 답하시오.
Hi. It's nice to meet you all. I've taken a trip to many cities all over the world. Would you like to know which city is the best city to visit? The answer is Seoul. The people there are really nice. Let me give you an example of how nice Korean people are. When I lost my way in Seoul last month, I happened to meet a girl named Mina. She was a college student on her way home after working at a restaurant. When I asked her for directions, she was kind enough to take me to my destination. Her English was very fluent, and since then we've been friends. She told me that her father was a soldier and that she has traveled abroad many times. You could have the same experience I did if you go to Seoul. You can even enjoy K-pop live. Take a trip to Seoul. It'll be an unforgettable experience.
다시 한번 듣겠습니다.
Hi. It's nice to meet you all. I've taken a trip to many cities all over the world. Would you like to know which city is the best city to visit? The answer is Seoul. The people there are really nice. Let me give you an example of how nice Korean people are. When I lost my way in Seoul last month, I happened to meet a girl named Mina. She was a college student on her way home after working at a restaurant. When I asked her for directions, she was kind enough to take me to my destination. Her English was very fluent, and since then we've been friends. She told me that her father was a soldier and that she has traveled abroad many times. You could have the same experience I did if you go to Seoul. You can even enjoy K-pop live. Take a trip to Seoul. It'll be an unforgettable experience.
21번. 남자가 하는 말의 목적으로 가장 적절한 것은? 22번. 다음 중 미나에 관한 설명으로 일치하지 않는 것은?